To you, of all people.
How dare you bring me?
One will come looking for you here, isn't that what you wanted? About the locale. A dear friend told me. In all of the 7 kingdoms, it's mine.
You're a funny man. Huh? A very funny man.
Ned!
Ah, the Starks. Quick tempers, slow minds.
Lord Tyrion will say was stolen from him, the only man who could...
He's like a little brother to me, friend.
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation to maintain.
For. I will. You found money for a champion's purse. You can find money to keep the peace.
Get a message to this paragon of yours, discreetly. Send him. Distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse.
I've known your mother a long, long time.
Why do they call you Littlefinger?
Oh. All right. When I was a child, I was very small. And I come from a little spit of land called the Fingers, so you see, it's an exceedingly clever nickname.
There aren't very many people who know that story.
I won't tell anyone, I promise.
No, please don't. If the Hound so much as heard you mention it, I'm afraid all the knights in King's Landing would not be able to save you.
The first to arrive and the last...
Words that trust me.
I hear.
I'm a purveyor of beauty and discretion, both equally important.
How have you been since we last saw each other?
Since you last saw me, or since I last saw you?
If the Lannisters were behind the attempt on the Stark boy's life...
Her throat. Be done with it. Ease into it. Go ahead. Other men. He's always known it deep down inside. Now he has proof. I'm saving myself for another. Most of my life, really. Play with her ass. Their rules. I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to fuck them. That's what I know. That's what I am. And only by admitting what we are can we get what we want.
The King's peace.
Look at you. You know what you want me to do.
So, here we stand, in mutual admiration and respect.
Playing our roles.
Serving a new king.
Long may he reign. My king!
My king. My lords, shall we begin?
Did he hurt you? Who?
She works for you. She's the one. The gold clerks. They killed her baby.
Ah, yes. That was poorly handled. Yes, it was quite sad. I hate bad investments. Really, I do. They haunt me. I had no idea. Take tonight off to mourn Megan's child. That makes me happy. I have.
Pardon, my lord.
It's only wine. For which I am extremely grateful to you, my lord. Lady Arryn and I have known each other since we were children. She has always been positively predisposed toward me.
Are you successful?
Those do seem to breed titles.
You'll leave it.
That's all of them, my lord.
Suspicions with Lord Tywin.
My father's a practical man. He appreciates facts.
Myself,
I often find them a hindrance.
Have a good working relationship with the Tyrells.
I'm doing my best.
Thank you.
For instance, when I thwarted your plan to give Sansa Stark to the Tyrells.
But your confidant, the one who fed you information about my plans, the one you swore to protect, you didn't bring her any enjoyment. And she didn't bring me any enjoyment. She was a bad investment on my part.
Luckily, it was all.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. That you feel. And if they found you, how do you think they would punish the girl who murdered the king?
But you're safe now. I promise you that. You're safe with me. Sailing home.
What took you so long?
Arranging for the ascension of King Tommen I, extricating Sansa, getting her here alive.
She's here. We spent more than enough time on her for one evening.
Ought we not inform the Lords of the Vale about the ceremony?
There's only one Lord of the Vale. Yours and me.
I do think that we could wait until...
I'm done waiting, Petyr. We had a wedding night many years ago. Don't you remember?
Like it was yesterday.
Would be to write a letter to Kat, telling her it was a Lannister.
Faded into nothing. Only speaking of it can make it real.
Narrow sea.
If you want to build a better home, step in the right direction.
If he tells Aunt Lysa.
Let me worry about Aunt Lysa. You might have been my child. But we don't live in that world. You're more beautiful than she ever was.
Lord Baelish.
Call me Petyr. I have only loved one woman. Only one. My entire life. Your sister.
You have foreign blood, don't you, Baelish?
A great-grandfather from Bravos, yes.
You've been licking Tywin Lannister's boots so long, it's a wonder your tongue's not black.
My lord,
and when John... But when I heard you were lurking here...
Lady Arryn's predilections were her own affair, her death. She adored that boy of hers.
A girl with no learning and scattered wits, I assure you, she would be of no help.
Which side is that?
For Lysa, no, but for her son, it only...
Swings a sword like a girl with palsy.
My lord.
Sword up, my lord!
Lord Royce might be as honorable as he thinks he is. But he's not alone in that castle. Do you try... You are becoming an observant young lady. You've been running all your life. Terrible things happen to your family and you... Should I send word that I'll be delayed?
You'll find there's little tolerance for flesh peddlers in the new King's Landing.
We both peddle fantasies, Brother Lancel. Mine just happened to be entertaining. Young Lord Robin heeds my advice, and I have always counselled loyalty to the throne.
The Defender of the Vale!
Uncle Peter!
My lord, come and see. I missed your name day, go on.
A falcon!
Our way to the Fingers, we were set upon by a large force of Bolton men. Tell me, Lord Royce. Sansa has escaped Winterfell. Father serves as Lord Commander. But she won't be safe there. Not with the Boltons after her.
What do you think he did?
I can't begin to contemplate
What do you think he did to me?
I'm so sorry. Whatever you ask that is in my power, I will do.
If I want you to die here and now.
Then I will die.
Go back to Caelan. My brother and I.
On the Iron Throne. And you by my side.
It's a pretty picture.
News of this battle will spread quickly through the Seven Kingdoms. What about Happy? I love Sansa, as I loved her mother.
Touch my sister, and I'll kill you myself.
I play a little game. I assume the worst.
The conflict between the Starks and the Lannisters, it was you who started it. I assume the worst. That's what you do, isn't it? That's what you've always done.
Sansa, I beg you. I loved your mother since the time I was a boy.
And yet you betrayed her.
I loved you. More than anyone.
And yet you betrayed me. Since Lord Baelish. I will never forget them.
Right.